Hey everybody, it's Wild, and welcome back to Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. We have the King's Ring, and we are now on our adventure opening the King's doors. And now, I went to one yesterday, and it brought us to one of those giant human effigy looking like trees, which, when you interact with them, they say, like, it's supposed to be heads? Oh, blossoms or something, but it says something along the lines of nothing happened, or you interacted with it and it says like you're waiting for something to happen. I think it's like nothing happened. I don't remember exactly. Anyways, this is one of the ones that leads to one of the king's doors. I'm not sure if this is the right way to go, but we'll try it. You need quite a bit of stamina to dodge his three-part combos. I kind of don't have enough stamina after one attack even. Yeah. What I'm going to need to do is bait him out farther and circle strafe him or use the whip. I didn't really realize. I'm pretty good at. Well, okay, I did realize it as I was even fighting him, but it's kind of hard for me to realize exactly, um, like how many attacks I can get away with the enemies that I'm attacking with, especially when their attack patterns are so similar and they're not like mixing it up very often. So like this guy has a lot of three-part combos, right? One, two, three, and I could get a hit off maybe two, but then he one, two, threes again, right? And so if I'm doing more than like one hit, then I don't have enough stamina to get away from the attack. So I at least need to dodge roll twice from that skill, or I'm gonna get hit a couple times, right? So I need to save basically two dodge rolls worth of stamina. But if he were to mix up his skills more, I'd have to play even more careful, and I could get myself into bad situations where maybe I overuse stamina, which is maybe the value of having more stamina, right? And maybe I've been undervaluing that in this game because of like enemies mix-ups. Whereas if they're predictable like this, like I can kind of analyze why I died, but against other enemies, I may feel like there was nothing I could do, and like maybe there wasn't in the like situation that I was in, but it probably stemmed from me making mistakes, right? And when I say mistakes, I don't mean like dodging at the wrong time, but I mean like poor stamina management and attack choices, which think is a lot harder of a skill to develop in these games. Especially because like in Bloodborne and Elden Ring, it's nowhere near as bad. Like Bloodborne, you get your stamina back really fast, but also playing aggressively is rewarded more. I don't have it equipped. Aldea's Keep. Ooh, this is cool looking. Oh, there's nothing else really like this. This is pretty unique looking already. I like it. We're gonna be sealed in. these things don't attack. This bonfire? Nice. Nice. I kind of like this place already, but we'll see what I think of it long term. Look at it. I don't know what people are trying to say. Yeah, this looks unique. I like the visual design here. Visually, I think this game does a lot of things right, like artistically. Radiant Life Gem. You like those? Ah, can't hide from me. Twilight Herb. Okay. Start. Cool, we can hit stun. With strong attacks, at least. Putting the shield away is going to make it worse, buddy. No, he's not going to have a chance to swing that. Backing up. Nice. That was better. Why don't you do that more? Right? I'll have to mix it up and use some light attacks. Some running attacks. Alright, don't mix it up then. I thought that was a good move on your part. But you know what? Okay, so what is in this thing? Toggle? Oh, touch, pool of blood, or... is my stream stable? It rates low. But it hasn't crashed or anything. Is there nothing I can do here? Get it. Oh, I've got 32k souls. I should... Whoa. I should return. I didn't have time to get, like, a few souls. We only needed 30 for a level up. If I remember correctly. Adaptability is something I might put more points into to make like drinking Estus faster or something like that once I put like 50 points into faith and
until
into faith and vigor, because I feel like that's a lot. 3 more levels in each, so 6 levels total. So it'll be more of a long-term thing, but I mean, at that point, I don't feel like things are going to be going, it'll be a slow upgrade. Let's see if we can upgrade any of our weapons, because I haven't even looked at what kind of materials we have in a long time. Titanite chunk. We're still missing Titanite chunks.
Don't waste my time.
Wow. So cool. A torch. Standing torch pedestal. Fog door. I don't suppose I'd go in there. What? I'm assuming this is a trap, but I have like full HP and no souls. I don't know if I want to do that yet. I kind of want to check upstairs first. Everything says pull back. I'm gonna explore around here first before I do that. That seems like confrontational or something. Maybe it brings the skeleton to life. I mean, this thing is huge. There's no way. Where am I going? What am I doing? Try a poison. I don't have poison. I have fireballs. Only 14 of them. I don't want to spend them all. They're for utility. I don't get them back because there's no mana system in this game. Am I not getting Tipper? Even it's going through him for sure, though, right? Okay. Should have led with that. Um, put on my silver snake, covetous silver serpent. Interesting. They've all been petrified. That's so weird that they've all been petrified. How am I? I'm doing fine. How about yourself, Laura? Um, those things I never use. I think you have to burn them at the bonfires, but I don't care to upgrade them, you know? So everything here's been petrified. That's so bizarre. Okay, if we used a fragment branch, we don't need to. I was gonna say we could get in here if we move this guy, but you just walk down. Yeah, this place is weird. Oh shoot. We need to get that. We need to get that ASAP. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. Alright, I'll have to reset it and do it later. You do graphic design professionally? About 4 to 5. I can, but what I'm planning on doing recently, and I might do this after I finish Dark. Okay, that was a little unexpected. What I plan to do after I finish Dark Souls 2, and before Monster Hunter Wild starts, or before it launches, which will be the next main game for the channel, is actually planning on like working and making my own like custom channel work. I'm not as experienced and stuff like that, and we'll see how it goes. I just recently got the Adobe Suite. It was like a couple months ago actually, but I just was really busy, so I never got to it. But yeah, you can. My Discord is in my bio. If you want to link, if you want to share stuff there, it's open to anyone. Northern Ritual Band +2. I hear another one trying to break out. Even with Tipper, these guys take a while to go down. Okay, flasking here. Got a free hit when I was in end lag. And that's why adaptability could be good, right? Oh, excuse me. Okay, there doesn't seem to be anything else back here. It doesn't work. I might have to reset it. Wild Silvari's username. I don't know why the link isn't working. That's weird. I'll reset it after. I should set myself a note actually. Just open Notepad. Okay, I'll check that after stream and make sure it works. I think I go through the fog door here. Wait, can I get through this hand? Okay, I can. I think we do that before pulling the lever. Um, I, I can see something in there. It's a person.
Well, you're nicely hollowed, aren't you? Are you tormented by memories? Burdened by guilt? Now the question, are you ready for more? If you are, then
Okay.
This, this contains my power. Long ago, this naive vessel of mine set about devising new spells. The fool dreamt of bringing new forms of magic into the world. But instead, he created me. Mostly by chance, but he did a fine job, I must say. What he sought was strength, and so I decided to demonstrate. While my vessel slept, I'd find my mark and hunt him down. But my vessel did not approve, and so while I slept, he sealed the both of us away. No, I don't have anything against humans, but how is it that you go about defining good and evil? I'm only using what the gods gave me. How can that be so wrong? So what say you to a spot of murder on my behalf? If you don't, I'll leave this place and take more lives. Many more. I couldn't give a fig either way, so what's your choice?
I don't know what I should do. Will he teach us more magic? Like, that sounds interesting, but like, I can't even use sorceries. YOLO.
Yes, I see how very kind of you. I want you to kill a merchant named Gilligan. A greedy, foul man.
Do we know a Gilligan?
I assure you. Yes. Bring me a ladder minotaur.
Oh no!
Is the only person who'd have such an odd nickname.
No, not Gilligan the Ladderman. Okay, well, we just won't do his quest. Okay, he wants us to, like, kill main NPCs. That's weird. Okay, yeah, that's just weird. Why'd they do that? Here we are. I was like, how do we get up there? So let's go this way first. I don't want to pull that lever yet. I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, we were over there. Pull? I feel like this has to be the way forward, though, right? I feel like this definitively has to be the way forward. I wanted to not pull the thing, but like that's the way forward 100%. There's no question about it. Which means it's time to pull the lever. Okay. I didn't notice the change. have freed him?
I hope you appreciate the ramifications. Well, no matter. What's done is done.
I think we need to kill him, right?
Besides, I've found myself a new mark. I'll spend some time traveling the lands, slowly tracking my new mark.
I think we need to kill this guy. He's too much of a problem. He's too much of a problem, right?
You are most intriguing.
That is an interesting spell. We've got our own. Chaos Hood. Yeah, I don't know. That guy was too problematic to leave around. Yeah, that guy was definitely something. Okay. So, now we know what that lever did. Yeah, that guy, I'm sorry, that guy needed to die though. He was too dangerous to be left alive. Wait, did the Chaos Hood have any special properties? Improved casting speed. It's pretty good. I wonder how much faster. I should test it next time I'm at a bottom fire. Quite hard to see in here. What's that thing? No, seriously, what is that thing? Can't tell. I don't know, I can't tell. It's too dark in here. Oh my gosh! Wasn't expecting that. Interesting. dodge that. I was in end lag. There's nothing I could do there. Attack is actually a lot faster than you think. So is that guy gonna be spawned outside the wall? Okay, they're still all locked up. No, they aren't. This is the one that was. I see. I got hit. I was in end lag. I can do like one attack. Only one. It's pretty annoying. Once their attacks start overlapping, can they fit through here? No. Okay, well that makes things easy, doesn't it? Still get hit. Yeah, if I'm too close. Yeah, I noticed that. Got hit still? Kind of hard to judge distance. Should kill. Okay. I don't know exactly what this guy is holding. What was that other ring that I picked up? Was it the Royal Soldiers? Slows equipment degradation. Bracing knuckle +2. Shortens spellcasting time. Could be useful. That one could be useful. I need to remember I have that. This is weird too. I wonder how much it reduces the backstab damage by. Northern Ritual Band. This is the one that I picked up in the castle. Increases spell use but reduce HP. Well, I need to test that at a bonfire. See how much exactly. Oh my gosh, I hate how it doesn't turn me around. Okay, we're gonna have to bait him into the doorway. I don't really have a choice. I died. I don't really have a choice but to like pull back there though. I guess you can kind of circle strafe. It's just in a long hallway. It's not really the best option, right? How many human effigies we got? 23. Clear this area and then use one. Or at least clear it once, I mean, before we use it. I wonder if these enemies will respawn. It makes sense for them to, kind of, but it's also kind of a long gauntlet of enemies. And the run back is like mid, like for what this game usually is. They're very sparse with bonfires, and I like it and I don't at the same time. It makes the reward for finding one really meaningful, but sometimes it's just kind of irritating to run past so many enemies or to have to kill so many enemies on the way, like to find one. It can be a little tiring. Interesting. I could have done the fourth and killed. I don't know how well the whip would perform against the big guys. I don't assume all that well since it doesn't have huge damage. The end lag is brutal. 139. That was bigger where I think I hit in the head. Yeah, like 255 or something like that. Yeah, just not strong enough. I shouldn't have done a third. I didn't have enough stamina to dodge that second hit if I do a third with this. Just sucks how little like free attack periods you get with something like this enemy. It makes the fight so slow. Right? Because I can't like match his aggression level. Hmm. Okay, there's a door here. The door here. I didn't realize what I was looking at first. I still don't know what I'm looking at. Is this just shaded water? Is it acid? Is it that stuff that destroys armor? I don't know what that is. I don't think that's a good idea to go there right now. Oh, wait, what? It's locked. Okay, well, we're not going through there, apparently. I thought I was going to have to open the door. I didn't think he was just going to burst out like that. It's alright. These enemies are annoying, though. I didn't have enough stamina to dodge the second hit. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't try to dodge that first hit. I got hit stunned into the second. I didn't try to dodge the first. I didn't think I was in range to get hit. I misjudged how close I was to the enemy. Like, I honestly did not think I was close enough to be hit. That was weird. Hitbox maybe is extending a little past his arm. But yeah. I was stuck in end lag. Shara! The end lag of that is horrible for its damage. I know that's kind of the trade-off. Usually that's what makes whips fair, though. They have high startup and ending lag, but they've got huge range, so you can zone with them. But they also need to have stagger, really high stagger. Otherwise it breaks you being able to use it, because you use it at further range, but it doesn't matter because your enemy poises through. So in a poise-based system, they lose a lot of effectiveness. They need to have massive stagger. They do in Elden Ring, and there's no poise in Bloodborne, so things like the Threaded Cane, the Cost Parasite perform pretty well. But any boss, they're much worse against, because bosses poise through attacks, right? Because they have, like, infinite poise. Basically, they have, like, a stagger meter usually in the background, but they have infinite poise. What's the one-handed running attack? No, I said running attack. Make me run, game. Okay, just a single swipe. Yeah, I see it. I can see the globe behind it. Okay, a lockstone. So not illusionary wall here. Nice. Okay. Nice job, buddy. No, they put a bonfire behind that? That's not even fair. That's just cruel. I'm gonna try to bait it out. Now there might be other stuff inside here. Wow, those things did... Soul Geyser. Is that a sorcery? It sounds like a sorcery. They always say soul something or other. Unleashes a gush of souls. The homing soul mass pierces its targets and hits repeatedly for additional damage. Interesting. I don't have any weapons equipped. Very weird. We gotta get something equipped, right? Wow, light dodge rolling is actually pretty good in this game. My ability to reposition is pretty crazy. I don't know if it uses less stamina, though. Yeah, he poised through that. Poised straight through, unfortunately. So he doesn't poise through strong attacks, only weak. I don't really know what. I think maybe light attacks are the answer to it. But I don't really know what the counter to them doing that is. Like the roll and attack, specifically if I attack first, right? Because they like dodge with the dodge roll and then they're there immediately and hit you. So not sure what kind of like value you get out of it. But maybe that's the point of using like light attacks, is that doesn't happen. Or just using one attack versus multiple, right? Because then you have enough. And being proactive, he poised through that one again. I don't know what causes him to poise through. I might get hit here. Yeah, I was still in end lag of drinking. I got phantom hit. Okay, I'm gonna drink to that phantom hit up here. He has a lot of HP. But right behind me, we'll see. Okay. Dark Halberd. Lightning Whip. Robes. And arm leggings. Can't believe I got my Dark Pyromancy Flame to +10. I don't know, I'd say on like a more personal level, just because I feel this game is like missing something, and I can't help but feel like those systems that they've brought in from other or they've added to newer games, but specifically honestly with Lords of the Fallen, just being able to like rest and immediately get arrows back, and a mana regen system instead of charges of spells, and a mana bar, like kind of works better for me. Like I like that more. I do have some tiny life gems I could put on just for an emergency. I say bet works better for me, but it just gives more options. And there's kind of a lot of downtime in between, like fighting enemies and stuff like that. So being able to like get some resources back is kind of cool. I'm not saying I need them either, right? I'm not saying like I need extra resources, but like I also feel just very limited in like what I can do. Having 3 different weapons is huge. I like that quite a bit, that I have the 3 different weapons, but even still, sometimes I feel a little bit stuck in terms of like all the things I could do in like Elden Ring or Lords of the Fallen. Now, in Elden Ring, part of that is skewed because, I've played at like close to, or if not max level, for so long that I can kind of do whatever I want in terms of builds, right? I have so. You light that torch? Can you open this? thought that thing aggroed to me. But I don't know. It's just weird that some of those systems I don't think will be in the next Souls game, whatever it is. And it's a little disappointing. Oh. You need one of the big guys to break it. That's what they mean. Oh, I didn't know if you were going to spawn. I thought that might be a one-time thing. That is putting him into hit stun. It is putting him into hit stun. All we really need, right? Is guaranteed hit stun with a longer reach weapon. Positioning on this guy is actually pretty decent. He's playing around to this pretty well. Considering it can be pretty oppressive at times, right? Oh, he poised through that one somehow. That was weird. He did on that one too. So certain attacks give him hyper armor with that thing? Why wouldn't he just always use those? Because I can't ever attack him first then. If he's using those abilities. I mean, then I could always play response. I don't like that. I don't like having random hyper armor that's not predictable by me. That's kind of frustrating. Alright. Fire long sword. I got hit here? Nope. Alright, it's done. Cool, let's see what we got. Juicy treasure. Malformed shell. I wouldn't recognize it by its icon potentially. I don't recognize this. It's a keyblade. That's kind of cool. Is there any special properties? Sorry, I was... I sword that opens the embedded's door, shaped like a weapon, but is in fact a key. Plunge the key into the embedded to bring a rhapsodic end to his fate. Who's the embedded? I don't remember. The once human embedded, realizing that he could never resist the temptations of the flesh, bound himself eternally with chains. Since then, he has awaited the day somebody will find this key and bury it within his bosom. Plunge the key into the embedded to bring a rhapsodic end to his fate. All right. It's kind of cool looking, kind of weird. Dragon Slayer. Looks kind of cool. I got like a black great axe. Yeah, the Black Knight great axe. It sounded kind of cool when I picked it up. Nice looking weapon. Nothing too special with its attacks. Yeah, nothing too special, but it's a nice looking weapon. Here's the magic maze. Technically, I could do I could enchant basically anything to be usable. No? It's just like, it's crazy now having played. Wait, is this a focus? Use miracles and hex with strong attacks. Instant. Interesting. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, you could use this as a casting focus. Once again, the only time that you'd really want to do that is, I guess there's two instances because there's pyromancies in this game too. So like, I could do pyromancies with one and quickly switch, and then use miracles with the other. But in general, you want to use these weapons with a shield. So you have a weapon, you have a shield, but you also can cast spells without switching any of your equipment. That's like the benefit of them. I said that last episode too. The heck is this thing? Are they teeth? Wow, that second strong attack's pretty cool. I just realized I didn't put my rings back on because my HP isn't going up. It's kind of funny. I was like, shouldn't I have full HP by now, just messing around here? Seeing special properties, one of the malformed weapons develop in, Aldia, Swan Great Hammer, Giant Shell, blah blah blah. Okay. Well, I don't particularly like it. Not like, this is kind of cool. The Mace of the Insolent. But once again, I don't really get that much use out of it because I don't use shields. This is also interesting too because this has a high scaling with darkness, but I don't have any darkness based spells. I guess technically, I guess technically Scraps of Life. It's pretty basic staff, but it looks nice. Okay. I think I've seen enough. We can progress. This door's locked, right? Isn't there one before this though? Was that one also locked, or am I crazy? Maybe there was no door. Maybe I'm cuckoo for a cocoa. Okay, it was locked too. I'm not. I'm not crazy. It was a thing. Need a clear path to move around. Might get hit because of that. Still have enough stamina. We're good. I've been better about saving enough. I once again thought I was out of range. I didn't even try to dodge. I took that hit because I didn't try to dodge. I thought I was out of range. It's happened twice now. Hmm. It has to be a first boss, right? Mean required ahead? Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Wow. Okay. So I'm missing about a quarter of my HP without using humanity. But should I use it? I guess so. It's too risky, right? Not risky, but it's just like the chances that of failure are just too high without it, right? And let's put on some big hitters. I do honestly think that if they can be poisoned, that's huge. Let's see how Iron Flesh works. It's basically like the first game. Your turn radius is also slowed. Attack speed is not. Lasts for a while. I don't know. I think that's a bad idea. Maybe if you had armor on. Oh shoot. That was the other thing I wanted to test. How many more spell uses do we get with that ring, and what does it cap our HP at? So this is a 4, 3. This casts 8. Put that ring on. Let's see where my HP is at right now. If I put that one ring on. Wow. It's not increasing spell usage. Maybe I have to rest. Reset them. It makes sense. It's not increasing spell usage. Oh, yeah, it did. By 1? This is by 3. Because it's normally 8, 9, 10, 11. Fire Orb is normally 4, so it gets 2 charges. And Great gets 1. Spells aren't that strong in this game to justify that. I don't really understand that. Yeah, you have your HP. They're not that strong in this game. And you can't, because you only get, I don't know, I don't like that. Now, once again, if this game had a mana system, that could work, right? If this game had a mana system, then it could work. Because you would have a set number of charges. Sorry, instead of having a set number of charges, you would just have your bar. And they could make it like mana regeneration is like double, but your HP is in half. Like that would be a pretty fun trade-off. I just want to see who it is. Okay, so that's just a player. Alright, let's see what we got. Guardian Dragon. I don't know if it'll take full damage to fire. Seems to do okay damage. Fire a long sword. Not like that, though. Thought it was gonna dive at me. That would have made sense, right? Ow. Okay, drink here? What is it doing? X stamina before I attack. I got one hit off, but it was 400 damage. Don't assume fire is going to do much, but I have no reason to believe that I can't poison it. I got it. I thought it was percentage damage. There's no way it's just doing 15 all the time, right? So with this, you just back up as far as possible, maybe? Oh, it did damage. I think Shazkat for finishing it off is good, right? Ow. Wow, okay. The hitbox on that was really wide. Wider than I thought, because I was like running out of the way. If you go back and watch, like I was running out of the way. Also, side note, He did one of those, that fire acted as one of those attacks that like hits twice. So like I technically only got like I it's kind of weird when an attack hits you two times. It's like a combo attack basically that like a melee enemy would do. I don't really like those either, to be fair. Um but it was sort of like that where if you get hit by one part, you get hit by both parts. And I don't like it when regular enemies do it that have like melee weapons, but I don't really like it when dragons do it either. The poison seemed to trigger on one shot, so maybe I can keep it poisoned like the whole time. But the poison damage seemed really low. Like 15 a tick. I thought it was percentage based, but I guess it was totally off. Oh yeah, there's that weird delay. That one thing did say try lightning. We could try and see if the lightning whip does more damage. Its base damage is so low though, I don't know if the elemental damage is going to make up for it. A lot of downtime in this fight. I was in dodge roll. I don't know if there's anything I could have done about that. Wow, that hitbox is awful now that I'm looking at it. It doesn't align at all with like his head. And they don't have it cone out either. It's just like wrong. 234. It's pretty good. Not strong attack either. That one was only 170, 187. It has like bad hitboxes and good, I guess. I I don't know if I can get out of the way of that. I've tried multiple times now dodging, and I'm like in dodging animation, but the explosion is so big that dodging the initial impact of when it hits the ground, it doesn't matter if you dodge that because the impact then is delayed and it explodes afterwards and hits you. So not exactly sure. This fight's really annoying actually now that I do it a second time. I don't know if I'm just getting like bad RNG, but it's like he's always flying up in the air or where I can't hit it. Like, there's just so much downtime. 86. It's really bad. The +8 focus too. Yeah, that's really not worth using. I got... Oh, that one's different. That was like a sweeping fire. That's interesting. I didn't know he had two, so I'll get hit again, right? Right. Yeah, that's pretty dirty. That's pretty... I got hit again. Twice. Because he did this, he queued the same move a second time in a row when I was drinking. It would have been the third time if I would have done it again. I guess I'm learning. That just went into him. That's pretty weird. That's pretty weird. Yeah, I don't really like this fight. It's like you're fighting like really big hitboxes, and my movement's not good enough in this game for me to like really like this. There's also a lot of downtime. It's kind of a cool fight, though. Fight against a dragon in a cage. I don't hate it, right? I don't know if the like trick is to like unlock onto him and just run away when he does that stuff. This one I can go underneath him. This one seems fine. I'm out of stamina. Right, last Estus. Close the gap in case he breathes fire. We have fire of our own. Yeah, I don't really like that one a whole lot. The hitboxes are weird. I can see doing that hitless, right? Like I understand how it needs to be done. But yeah, I didn't really like that one. Be wary of right. This looks like a lot of nothing, but it's really pretty, isn't it? It's a lot of pretty nothing sunset. What's casting that shadow? Right. Is there something here? What the heck? What the heck was that? Yeah, I couldn't. I was like getting stopped like right here instead of being able to go all the way to the corner. A lot of nothing. That's one of the rare bosses that did push me to use all my Estus flasks. But I mean, its hitboxes were so bad, or bad slash big, that it was like really easy to just get hit by stuff, right? It did get me to use like almost all of my Estus though. But I think it also gave enough time that if I needed to, I could have put healing magic on as well. Dragon Airy? Aire? I don't know how you pronounce that. Oh gosh.
Bearer of the curse, long have I awaited one such as you. One who might shatter the shackles of fate. One who can set me free. Bearer of the curse, it was my own manifestation that led you here. The ancient dragon has watched over the world for eons past. Take this.
Aged Feather.
Do not resist. The dragon welcomes you.
What about Bonfire? Did I miss a bonfire somewhere? Further back? It's like I haven't recovered from that boss fight. Okay. See what this aged feather thing is. I honestly figured it would be at the bottom. I don't know what the difference between those two is. Trying to look for something that looks like a feather. I guess I could just go through everything. Oh, here it is. No, it's Twilight Herb. I was gonna say, there's a feather. Here we are. Returns to last bonfire rested at. Can be used repeatedly? Wait, it's an infinite homeward bone? The child of the dragon, sequestered away from the world, imagined a world of boundless possibilities from the mere sight of this feather. You're kidding me. Aged bird feather. So it's like an infinite homeward bone? Wow. Kinda cracked, not gonna lie. I'm excited to have it, but at the same time, does it not take away a little bit from the spell Homeward, which is like a cleric thing? And they're already, not. They're already not the best class. Not nearly as. It's not like bad, but I do feel like this game, because it's like, because of the magic system, like, and just how it functions in giving you so few spell charges, and at least for pyromancies, and honestly for miracles as well, with like emit force and lightning spear having so few charges, it feels pretty bad compared to like melee weapons. Like, I don't know, what do I need for next level? Like, I don't know. I feel like you should try to, if it's not going to be combat of value, things like Homeward should be maybe like treated with a little more respect. I don't know. Don't quite love that. I mean, I'll take the extra utility and the extra spell slot I get from it. I just feel like it kind of takes away a little bit of the utility that Cleric had with Homeward. Oh, so that's where that sends me. Is there a way to go forward from down as well? No. Interesting. Oh wow, okay, so we do have two options. We could go up the ladder, which takes us up there, and that zip lines us over to there, or we can go this way. I could your branch that guy. That'd be the only way to progress through there. Where's that item I saw? It's like a little bit off a ledge. I was gonna have to jump to it. There we go. Alright, I guess we're using that bird feather. Wow. Cool animation with the little feathers. It's pretty subtle. Okay, give me 1 sec. I need to blow my nose. Yeah, okay, sorry about that. Allergies acting up a bit, I guess. Oh yeah, we're gonna go back up the ladder, and then we're gonna take that thing all the way down. It's more sideways, but whatever. Yeah, they did look like they were gonna blow up. Well, I didn't even see the other one, but okay, that gets me back over to where I was. That looks like the correct path, so we'll go this way. Explore some. Just for gear destroying guys, right? Jeez. Yeah, it lowered all the durability of my gear quite significantly. I don't like that mechanic. I think I've already stated that, though. I feel like that mechanic is kind of just stupid to be in the game. I like the idea of your round 2 dragon fight. This won't have as much HP, will it? Oh wow, it's like the full thing again? I thought it would be like a smaller, lesser version of it. This thing has a lot of HP though. It's not using as much fire attacks either. Yeah, it basically doesn't have the fire. That did hit. I'm gonna drink. Ring of the evil eye +1. Isn't that what I already have on? Alright. I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense. There's a duplicate item. It's not even a +2. It's just a +1. Alright. Shoot. They move so far, so fast. Alright, fine. Got me. Nice job, game. I could have put heal on. Great heal. Ranged battle. Somebody just stood up here and like shot arrows or something. Wait, what do I do here? This is just a dead end? What? What? Can I get up to this guy? Is there like a ramp or something? See, I've missed one attack and now it's gonna... Exactly, that's what I mean. Like, you miss one attack and then you lose it immediately. Not very well programmed. Almost fell off the edge there. And it kind of is that the fact that the camera's not quite shoved up my anus, but like pretty close. I mean, look, like there's a cliff here. No, I can't even tell right now. Like, you can't even tell if there's a cliff behind me just from standing right here. The camera's like so zoomed in. Haven't seen a whole lot of NPCs be able to use cleric spells. Cleric's Parma? Parmesan. This looks like Cleric's Parma. It's more of a lucky charm than a proper shield. Well, it allows spells to be deflected. That's interesting. That is interesting. So you could technically, like, those guys that spammed spells endlessly in that, and whatever it was called area, you could technically, like, parry the spells. They had infinite mana, so I wouldn't assume that would be, like, a super viable strategy, but, like, you could do it, I suppose, right? I wonder if to some degree, because like all games learn from each other, right? Not all games, but a lot of games, and the best developers will learn from one another. I wonder if like the crafting system and stuff like that from a lot of games was built off of this game like not having one. Cuz like what does dark pine resin do? Like I don't even know what that does. Okay, well I got lucky there. But like I feel like it should be like a crafting material to do something, right? I don't know what dark pine resin is. Nothing in here. I might have missed it. I must have missed it. And these are like boosts lightning resistance, fire resistance. It's okay. Apply dark to right hand weapon. It's like it's cool, like those are cool RPG mechanics, but how in the world would you know that like an enemy is weak to like dark to like use it, right? Like how would you know that without like going onto a wiki or something like that? I don't know. I just wish there were more like crafting materials that you could like use at your own volition to like take advantage of. Like okay, right now it would be cool if I like had more throwing daggers, and you picked up like aerodynamic metal for whatever. I don't know. I see how crafting systems got so popular in RPGs because it just allows the player to pick up what is basically like useless materials, and then they get to choose what they want to do with those essentially unusable materials in their like raw state versus picking up stuff that like I don't want. Like I don't want like dark pine resin right now. But if I had like the materials to make dark pine resin, right, when I needed it, and I could use those materials for something else if I don't need it, that would be cool. Dragon tooth. Ugh. How'd I even aggro these guys? Where were they? Was there an aggro trigger somewhere? Um. Yeah, we'll repair powder that. I want to see this dragon tooth that I picked up. Be cool if it was like a long sword or a great sword of fire. Oh, they're broken. So repair powder only... Wait, it didn't work. The repair powder didn't work. This is still 24 out of 90 and 25 out of 90, and these are just busted. Why didn't the repair powder work? What? Weapons and armor wear down with use. Um, Okay. I don't know why it didn't work. I'm more frustrated than anything right now that that happened. That looks like the way forward. It's not going there just yet. Wonder. Fencer Sharon. Oh. I see where I am now. You've got one of the cool swords that I want. Gotcha. Okay, we trade. There's an awful lot of stamina from you, isn't it? Dex endurance build. Are you just a cheater? Eater weeder build. Whoa, okay, that was weird. I don't know when to Estus against her. Like right now? Alright. Ow. I guess that was for breaking its egg. I don't know how it knew about that, but... So is there like... Is this the way forward then? Item down there. Okay, no, I've been here already. I'm not jumping off to get that right now. I've got enough for a level. I don't know where to go though. Okay. So this island really only had that bridge that has the guy that's a statue, which I don't really need to free him. I just won't go that way. And then this bridge that goes over here that led into this crevice. I guess there's nowhere to go here. I think we have to start making our way to the actual objective. So all of this was a side thing because I didn't want to go to the castle right away. Because I wanted to, like, explore and stuff. I want to see what Dragon Tooth is, but I'll look at the bonfire. We don't need to do that right now, right? Actually, just warping to the bonfire might be faster, right? I don't know. I don't know how far away it is, actually. I'm not going to do that. Okay, this is this dragon. Yep, we killed that guy. And then we went down here. So is it before here? It must have been before here, right? Or on the other side, dropping down. Could have been before here. Won't let me use the feather. Brilliant. What's that? How did that hit me? What's going on? Are we having like lag or what is going on? This is a real player then, right? Because he's like not hitting me, but I'm still taking damage, right? I don't know. Yeah, that was really glitchy. That was really glitchy. He has enchantments on his sword and he's also just like doing a lot of damage. That was kind of annoying. I don't really like the invasion system in this game. I don't really feel like there's a lot that like teaches the player really how to. I think the idea with like the dark spirits that are in your world is to kind of teach the player those things, right? Like teach the player how to like fight against other players a little bit. I have to go up, right? Yeah. Like kind of teach the player, but like I don't know, between the code, the net code being bad, there are a lot of spells that the player, I feel, doesn't see, right? That hasn't come up a ton, but you see that. Like, that guy wasn't anything too out of the ordinary. It's just, like, like, the code was just bad, right? Because, like, I was taking hits when I really shouldn't have been taking hits. Is it this way? Yeah, all aggro triggers. Also, it is weird getting invaded by people, like when you're just trying to play the game, and but they're like they're like in the mindset of like, I feel like I'm just gonna lose all my souls if I do that. I don't know why. I just feel like I will. But like they're kind of in the mindset of like, I'm gonna go fight another player, right? I'm ready for this. I know what weapons I'm gonna use. Um, but like you're just kind of trying to go through the world. You might not have full HP. It wasn't like, doesn't matter because the ring would suck for PvP. But like both my rings are busted. Okay, lost connection to Steam. I'm just making sure my stream is going good. Let me refresh. I think it might have restarted. It's, it must have restarted at some point, right? Does it say, it says I've been going for an hour and 8 minutes? Um, when did I start? It was closer to 2 today, but it's almost 4. It's 4 right now. It's 4:11. So maybe it crashed before, but not now. Thank goodness I'm not connected to online anymore, though. It's just more trouble than it's worth. Like, finding that one bonfire was really nice behind the invisible wall. But, like, I don't know. Good lord, it's so expensive to repair stuff.
If you make it back.
Jeez. Oh my gosh, is it expensive to repair stuff? Holy crap. Oh my gosh, that's expensive. What the heck? Wow, what the heck? Keep doing that. I've done that like 4 times. Hammer. Alright, my excitedness went way down. Darn. Resistance to magic and fire. Kinda crappy. Well, sometimes you just get crappy stuff, you know? Perfect. I didn't get freaked out that time.
Young Hollow, how you grapple without falter with this dreadfully twisted world.
Yeah.
Peace grants men the illusion of life. Shackled by falsehoods, they yearn for love, unaware of its grounds in neutral. Until the curse touches their flesh. We are bound by this yoke. As true as the dark that turns within men. All men trust fully the illusion of life. But is this so wrong? A construction of facade, and yet a world full of wounds and scandals. Young Hollow, are you intent on shattering the yoke? Spoiling this wonderful falsehood?
I guess so.
I am Olya. I sought to shed the yoke of fate, but failed. Now, I only await an answer. Seek the throne. Seek light, dark, and what lies beyond.
I shall. Aldia. So he is Aldia. Well, we shall succeed where he failed. We will seek the throne, light and dark. I don't think I've seen this enemy type before. Okay, two very fast attacks, a third. Over the head. Oh wow, okay, over the head and then another slash really fast. What is this thing? Should we use it? Do it. Treasure, treasure, treasure. Treasure. Mask of Judgment. It's not terrible. Wow, that is very black. It is very black. I don't dislike it though. I don't dislike it. Kind of edgy. It's kind of got the weird little scarf thing from like Bloodborne. It's kind of warlocky. I don't know. I kind of like it. For the legs of judgment. Some I must have missed him, right? Out of curiosity, I'm gonna take these off just for a second. The legs, they're not too bad either, yeah. I'm not sold on the helmet though. Yeah, I'm not sold on the head. What attributes do I need to wear this helmet? 16 int. Everything looks bad with it as a headpiece. I could go without head. That's weird. Yeah, maybe we just go, oh. You don't see anything like that. Yeah, but I don't know. I kind of like to see my character's head anyways. Maybe we run around with this for a while. Looks kind of cool. It's a little bit like Cloud's like Final Fantasy like thing mixed with like a weird like church cleric mixed with like a little bit of warlock or something. Keep getting those. I got hit by the first one. The second one I was actually still in hit stun for. And then the third I didn't know the timing of because I haven't fought this enemy yet. I just got lucky with that, right? Sometimes my sound effects on these guys don't function right. Like the game sounds I don't hear them right. He swings this a lot faster than you would think he would. It kind of looks silly. I don't like it. I don't like this enemy's design. I don't like it. And go up that way. And go up that way. Going up this way is more interesting. These guys are kind of cool. It's interesting that they don't attack me. Which it's cool that they know better than to do that. Drake's Keeper's Great Axe and Great Shield. I don't see a Great Axe. This is a Great Axe technically, right? Yeah. Oh. Oh, it just looks like the Grim. Kinda. It's nice looking. I think I still prefer the other one. I don't know, this has a really long, maybe the other one did as well. It's like a really long, like, handle shaft. I really like the design of this one and of the other one. But yeah, yeah, look at that. It doesn't look like it get as much momentum built up. Although this is cool looking. Is cool. I don't know. I do like this one. Looks like you get some serious power out of it. I still can't help but feel like weapons in this game are just really bad, but after playing Elden Ring, like, can you blame me? Like, don't blame me, blame FromSoft. They're to blame. They made this game. Just like a long time ago. Oh, okay, a great sword, one of these guys. Okay. I didn't know that would hit from that angle. It's early. I need to back up. I might actually die. We'll see. Very little downtime in between its attacks. That one had a little bit more wind up. Okay, that was a 3-hit combo. I didn't see what he started with to initiate the 3. Overhead? No. Overhead. I'm too fast for him. He like can't keep up. There's no follow-up to that. Didn't you follow up with that? You could have hit me again. Interesting. Drake's Keeper boots. Do I want to continue like this, or do I want to... I don't want to put on the Archdrakes. Weird that I got a second Archdrake. I think it was from those enemies in Nell or whatever it was called. Della? Remember. Hey. Hey now, buddy. Right, we'll go down to 7. It's okay damage, right? I might die here. I'm not. I'm still misjudging the timing for Estes. Even after all this time, I'm still misjudging it. Like, it's so long of an animation. I am putting more points into that stat after. That, like, speeds it up and makes your dodge rolls, like, function a little bit better. So I am putting more stats into that. After I get the others to 50. Don't know why that guy felt the need to fight me. You don't, do you? Good. I have 30,000. I'm not looking for a fight right now. The murk shifts and stirs. Yet another stands before us. Then so be it. For the curse of life is the curse of want. And so you peer into the fog in hopes of answers. Ashen mist heart. Well, I'd like to say I got what I came for, but manifestation of ashen mist received from the ancient dragon. The magic of the ancient dragon allows one to delve into the memories of the withered. What does that mean? Delve into the memories of the withered. Do we take this back to the king? I don't know if I quite have enough souls to actually get a level. Let me fight these night guys again. Out of stamina after that. Fortunately. Maybe take the other one out too, just really quick. With the Great Fireball, it seems to be pretty fast. Get a few extra souls, right? Nothing too crazy. Should do. So either that thing that was lying on the ground next to the king or the king himself. I think that's what we use this ashen, what was it called? Ashen Mist Heart on, I think.
Bearer of the curse. Until hope.
Take our human form? I'm not that hollowed. I don't even know if this is exactly where I need to go. This just makes sense to me. Right? Now, it could be that we go to those husk things. I don't really know what to do when enemies just like walk up to you in this game. I think they want you to block with a shield, right? When they just like walk up to you because you know they're going to hit multiple times. So the only thing you can really do is like back up and like spam dodge roll. But like there are some of them that have attacks that like lunge forward. And so if you dodge roll, by the time that's over, you get like hit. It's kind of like awkward when enemies just like run towards you. Now, when players do it, you know that they've expended stamina. So you can kind of predict for, oh, this doesn't take me to the King's Chamber. This doesn't take me to the King's Chamber, right? This takes me down below. What am I thinking of? It's the other, it's at the end of here. It's at the end of this zone where I need to go. Not the end of the castle. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, this just takes me down to the place that I can't remember the name of. Yeah, I need to go here. Central, whatever it's called. I don't remember what it's called. I saw the picture and I was like, that's it. The Undead Crypt. Yeah. And this is specifically an Undead Dirge. Got it. Aesthetically, I really like the design of pretty much like all the games I've played so far on stream, right? And I really do like what they've done aesthetically with the Dark Souls games, because it feels very bleak. But I have to say, it's just like the world design and like each location feels so cool. And something that like I'd given maybe a little bit too much credit. Just got freaked out for a second. Something I had given a little bit too much credit for with Lords of the Fallen is maybe like level design. um, and like world design as well. And a lot of people, and I agree on this, Dark Souls 2 definitely doesn't have like the puzzle boxy, really crazy cool design that Dark Souls 1 had. That is true. But this world is huge. And they did a really, really good job making it. And I kind of just feel like I wish it wasn't Dark Souls 2 helming it, right? Like, I wish I could take the even Dark Souls 1 and import all of the systems of combat and everything over into this game. Or Lords of the Fallen, you'd have to change some of the enemies because not as many as you'd think, because they have a lot of enemies that I don't think work in this combat system very well. But take that whole system and port it over to this game. And I think you could realistically, say that it'd be better, right? Because the levels in here are so good, it's just there are other things that aren't as good. I really do think it's like the repair system, the like how your gear gets damaged by certain enemies doing stuff. One cannot reside within a memory for long. All right, okay, I'll be quick.
Seeker of fire, coveter of the throne. I am Vendrick, ruler of Drangleic. As flame rises, so does it fade. Such is the way of things. Do you intend to link the fire? Then you must first take the throne.
Okay.
Prove your worth. Find the ancient crowns. Seek adversity, and they will be yours.
Okay, where am I going though?
And your wishes granted.
Don't say seek crowns. Where are these crowns at?
And your wishes granted. And your wishes. And your wishes granted.
Well, I kind of want to go back inside. I don't know if it'll let me. There was a staircase that led up somewhere. Okay. I need to seek crowns? What is it talking about?
And your wishes granted.
All right. I don't know where I'm going. I feel like I've done a poor job at following this story compared to Dark Souls 1. I do think it's a bit more confusing. Not like so much more that I'm not following any of it, but
Bearer of the curse, I will always be at your side. until hope has fully withered.
Maybe I go back to the dragon?
I'm glad to see you're well. Be safe.
Life is a journey, and every journey eventually leads to home. You have died many times, yes. I understand. Here, these are for you.
Ring of Steel Protection.
May they help you on your travels. May you find peace on your journey.
Recognize any ring that I didn't have before this. Increases physical defense. Interesting. That's the one. It's from Dark Souls 1 as well. Let's see how many times I've died. 328. So this is just me, right? I think. Sounds about right. Part of me thinks this is a good stopping point. I have literally no idea where I'm going. Like, I don't even know where to like start. I guess I could just like fumble around for a while. Also, it's been kind of a slow day, so I don't have anyone to like kind of give me advice. And I really don't like looking things up. I might have to. I don't even know where to like begin. I rolled into that. I've noticed one of the weaknesses of this game's enemy design is that they don't know when to stop attacking for a second to let the player's like stamina regenerate for how like slow stamina regen is. So I get like one hit off, right? By the way, I could have dodged that third one. I just kind of messed up. I did get staggered by that first hit though. So when you get hit by one, you get hit by both on that guy. I think I'd said that the first time, but that's also kind of weird. Yeah, I don't feel like the developers do when to make the enemy stop attacking to like let the player have a turn. Like the dragon's kind of a symptom of that, right? Because it had that problem for sure. But like I get one, I dodge, I get one. Now that time I got like three. Because I kind of strafed. I don't know what's shooting. Most enemies don't shoot in here. One, two. It's so much faster than I think it should be. One. It's so much faster than I think it should be. It seems so unnatural. It's so snappy. It's like instantaneous. My brain can't like register it. I fought this guy like 4 times now. And I still am not processing why it's such a fast attack. Or that is such a fast attack. Like I'm like mentally like not ready for it to move that fast. It doesn't even make sense to me for it to. Like look, that guy even has like, you know, raise up sword, swing down sword, right? Raise, swing, swing. And then this guy's like, Ray swing! You know what I mean? It's like he forgets the raising animation. It's just like, it's there. There we go. That's a proper swing animation. Ray swing! Okay, he didn't do it that time. Is it a glitch that he does that the first time? Because he's not doing it now. It's actually kind of like throwing me off. So I'm expecting that, right? Yeah, that time I held off. Maybe that's not a glitch. It doesn't seem to be a glitch because he did do it a second time. I wonder if that's like a programming error in the game's code, right? I wonder if it should have more of a telegraph to it, but they like the data got messed up when they coded it in. It's supposed to be like a half second, or it's supposed to be like a full second, and they made it like a half by accident. That's the second time I've like ducked underneath that attack. So is he actually shooting magic beams with his sword sometimes? Is that what's going on? So I kind of want a sword. I couldn't use it anyways. Great sword. Look, I'm out of stamina, and I haven't done anything other than attack twice that whole time, and I actually ran out of stamina. I was like 1, 2, and then he was like, okay, but dodge me, and then dodge me again. And I was like, okay, 1, 2, and he's like, I'm gonna do it again, dodge me again. And I was like, okay, 1, 2, and he's like, dodge me again. It's like, why are they attacking so like frequently? I'd rather even almost have them attack like 3, 4 times, but then have like a huge opening. About half-ish my HP because I'm missing like a quarter. Like, that was weird. I couldn't move out of that. I can't move yet. I couldn't move yet. I was still in end lag. Yeah, I couldn't move yet. It's weird how dying makes the game like progressively harder, like an extra punishment. I think I might have said that maybe one of the first like days that wow. Look at that damage that it did to me. Oh my gosh, it's so much damage. That wasn't even for like the actual hit of the sword. But I think I might have said that like the first day I actually played, but it is weird that they'd punish a player that's like already kind of struggling. Like, oh, like you died. You're like having troubles. Let us cap your HP more, and it's gonna be like tied to a limited resource you can't get back very easily. It's like, what? Where did that idea come from? That guy was special, right? The tracking on that could have been a bit better, I'll be real. He should have probably hit me there. It's like, what was the guy at FromSoft thinking that made that up? Right? I don't know. I think that guy was pretty special. Still nothing up here. I could always go to the queen and ask her. Maybe I'll go to the queen. Cool. Pretty massive ancient dragon. It would be kind of cool to hide something behind him, wouldn't it? Those things give a lot of souls. Those knight enemies, they actually give quite a bit. Because what do I need, 31 or 32 for my next level? I need to figure out where to get Titanite chunks from. Was I still in end lag? I think I was. Maybe at the very edge of it. Dark Halberd works very well against these guys. Because I feel like I can upgrade these more. I don't know what the upgrade, like, path is, but I have, like, tons of Titanite chunks, is it? I can look in my inventory. So maybe I'm missing, like, the middle tier, and there's, like, an enemy I can farm for it. Yeah, this enemy's very awkward to fight. With the really slow attacks, and then he's got like the instant. I've died to him like what, 4 or 5 times. He's very unintuitive. I still haven't found Warmth, the Pyromancy Warmth. I still haven't found that spell yet. I want to find it. I want to find that spell and use it. It's good. It's a good heal over time. Probably also just good practice to fight this enemy, since this seems to be my worst enemy to fight in the game. Those held attacks are also kind of awkward too. I can't move. So yeah, once you get hit by that first attack, he does true combo you to the second. I've said that multiple times now, but in case like, oh, you got hit by the same 2 attacks, but it's actually only the 1 attack. It's that really fast one. And then after you get hit by that, you get staggered, basically, and then he'll hit you with the second. Really can't. I could use fireballs, but, like, I kind of want to learn the fight, too. Oh, I thought it was still going. I could use my stronger fireballs, but I'd rather keep going. I'll use humanity before I do anything, like, important, either. I'll keep losing HP until then. Oh my gosh. That was so fast. I was not ready for it. I'll be real. When he held it up, I thought he was going to do that big, like, over-the-head slam. But instead, he, like, he changed it into the really snappy, fast attack thing. I remember what was in here. Oh yeah, just a treasure chest. I feel like my weapons do good damage, though. I will say that. Yeah, that's what I thought he was doing last time. That was basically a 4-hit string, right? 1, 2, 3, 1. My gosh, that is so fast. Like, even, I didn't even die to it this time, but its speed is insane. It's so snappy. It happens in like a fraction of a second. Might as well S this just to be an absolute full. I'm basically half HP because of the, Alright, maybe I just fireball him. This against the great sword guy up top. Wanted to practice against that guy, but like I can't if he's gonna like keep doing that. I just feather. So because if I die against him, then I might lose all these souls, and I've got a lot. Right? I do want to keep practicing against him, but I don't want to go up to the upper level, because to that guy, half HP is pretty rough too, because I'm basically in like 1 or 2 shot territory when I do this. Oh really? Oh really? I killed that guy that many times? Yeah, there is a small pause right before he does the actual uppercut of the attack. I couldn't, okay, that time, that was true one shot. Couldn't do anything about it because I was still in end lag of drinking Estus Flask. So I was still in end lag, and that attack is his 2-part combo. So after he hits you with the first part, you're guaranteeing hit stun for the second. So that was like a true one shot at this value of HP, which is I can't actually tell. It says my HP is 1951, but I don't think that's with my withered HP value. Okay, I'll Estus. 1, 2. I get 1 hit off. 1, 2. Get 1 hit off. 1, 2. 1, 2. One, 2 from me. 1, 2 from him. I didn't think I'd killed this guy this much that he'd despawn forever. Pretty weird. I want to get practice against this big guy. He's really, I don't know. I don't really like practicing what I consider bad enemies, though, to be fair. Like, I never practice fighting these salamanders. To be fair, I didn't find them super difficult to fight either. But, like, one of the reasons I didn't care to keep fighting them is because I knew they were poorly programmed and that I was just wasting my time. Same with the Headless Titanite demons in Dark Souls 1. After watching that video, especially after the game, like, it's so bad. Jeez. So, okay, right now, I am in one-shot territory because of the combo system that he has, or the combo attack that he has. That's crazy. I can actually be one-shot without having humanity. Yeah, it won't tell me what my current HP value is. We can guess, right? Was it 19k that I had? 1,000. It was 1,900. I don't know how much. I got hit here. Actually, I got killed. Okay, he didn't true combo me that time. Must have been a different attack than the really fast one. That's the true combo one. Okay, yeah, so 1900, so I'm like, what, 8 something? How much is this guy hitting for? Actually, I'm closer, probably closer to 9 with, I have 19k, right? 1951. Brutal. I think I'll kill him one more time, and then maybe call it. It's a little bit early today. About an hour early, but I don't really have a direction I'm going right now, so to speak. I do like fighting and learning this one guy, even though I do think he's kind of poorly programmed. It's not the worst in the game. I just don't like how snappy that one attack is. Plus, I'm in one-shot territory right now because I refuse to use humanity, so that's not putting me in a good spot. You have to be so perfect when you fight him. And then it's so weird because those... I didn't know I was in its hitbox. I got hit here? Maybe? Oh, there's the one shot. Oh, went over me! The one shot went over me. I got lucky. It's weird, though, that his actual one shot is his fastest attack, too. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Shouldn't it be his, like, slower attack is the thing that can one shot you? Those axes are kind of cool. Some of these guys have some pretty cool equipment. Could fight him and try to get it, right? Probably. Oh, anyways, we got enough souls. Let's grab a level. Just use a feather. The bonfire's right here, though. Yeah, these guys give a huge number of souls. I'm going to check my inventory. I feel like Titanite chunks should be, just by the naming convention, should be, like, easier to get than slabs, but I could be wrong. Titanite shard, Titanite, large Titanite shard, Titanite chunk, and slab. Yeah, I have 17 slabs, but I only have 4 chunks. So I am missing the middle tier one, which is what I thought was the problem. I have tons of the slabs, I just don't have any chunks. So I need to find, like, NPCs that have chunks and, like, kill at least a, well, chunk of them. Because, I need 3 per upgrade. So I at least need to have 6. I have 4. So I need 2 more Titanite chunks. Wasn't there somebody that sold Titanite chunks? I don't think it was Ladderman, was it?
Come to see Owl Gilligan, have ya?
No. This. All right.
What? Don't waste mine.
Oh, hello.
Might have been the person in the fire castle.
Well,
pressure?
Okay. I didn't think I got aggro from anyone. Kind of annoying.
What, you again?
Curiosity, how does this work? I have to have the incense item, right? In my inventory. Curse resistance. Oh, the talking stones. So as a human effigy for 3,000. Branch of Yore. I don't need that right yet. A lot of different soul arrows. Soul arrow, great soul arrow, heavy soul arrow, great heavy soul arrow. Too bad I can't use some of these. Be kind of fun.
Very well. No pressure.
So it wasn't him. I don't remember who it was. There's somebody that sells them, but I just don't remember who it is. It wouldn't be the cleric, would it?
You've had quite a journey. You must have a glorious number of... What a wonderful feeling.
No. I didn't assume it would be her.
Oh, done so soon.
I wouldn't have assumed it would be her. I don't remember who it was that had them. I don't think it was somebody that's here in Majula. I remember. I remember now. Is the other bonfire? Yeah, it was the more of the cliffside one. Right? Yes. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, off the cliff. Yeah. Yeah.
You've been long away. Well,
Wow, she actually has slabs. She has like everything. These are really expensive though. I mean, the fact that she has the Bolt Stone, Fire Drake Soul, and Dark Knight Stone, as long as there's a weapon that can be infused, I can infuse it now. I don't know what Raw would be. Because I would think that Mundane, like, it just becomes the default, but how is that different from Raw? Raw, like, balanced? Okay, so we need 2 more Titanite chunks. So we need 6, wait, 3 per level. Right? So I have 4, 5, 6. And then if I also want to upgrade, my whip is under upgraded too.
Visit me again.
Yeah, it's only at a +6. Man, I should keep that in mind. It is useful. Do I want to take it to +10 though? Or +9 or whatever the slabs get you to? I'm not sure. I could choose basically any weapon as long as it could be infused, right? So it doesn't have like an element already equipped. So like this has bleed on it by default. That's why I couldn't do that. I got it to +6 too. It was a waste of materials. I didn't realize I couldn't infuse it until it was too late, and I don't get anything from bleed, and it won't take from my stats. So it seemed kind of useless. But I could really choose any, like, I usually like dagger weapons. There's not a whole lot in the game though, is there? There's the basic dagger, which is good because it has thrusting pokes, which is really good, right? And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with this at all. And then it's got this multi-hit attack. So it's good. You've got the parrying dagger, which I assume to be weaker overall. Not as fast with its rapid attacks, but I'm assuming, yeah, it is weaker. And that makes sense because it also has the parry ability, which I think you can only use when it's in the offhand, right? Oh. That's kind of cool. That is nice. That's a cool feature. Then you've got Bandit's Knife. And it doesn't have stabs. That's its default. And this is its strong. It just doesn't have the stabs to it. So it's just much less universally useful. Thief Dagger. So it also doesn't have pokes. So yeah, I just don't even have, like, it'd be cool to like enchant a dagger and to use it because I like the weapon class. But I've had like 4 in the whole game and 2 of them have the same moveset. Is this classified as a dagger or sword? Oh, it's technically classified as a dagger too. Once again though, Broken Thief Sword functions the same. So I basically in the game has found like, what, 3 different daggers? And let's see what my time playing is on Steam right now. 63 hours. So in 63 hours, I've had 3 daggers. Like, that's awful. It's horrendous. The weapons in this game are much worse than, well, Dark Souls 1 was pretty bad too, but definitely worse than, obviously, Elden Ring, and I'd say Lords of the Fallen too. Obviously, Bloodborne. Bloodborne has a very limited selection, though, but they're, like, some of the best weapons in gaming. This thing is kind of weird. I don't like that. I thought I'd like that thing by the hand, but it actually just looks kind of weird. But as long as I could use the weapon, I mean, I can enchant it and get value out of it, which is pretty crazy to think about. I can use Winged Spear now, or Pike. Because I got my dex high enough. It's actually a little slower than I thought it would be. That third attack is what's really slower. really just thrusting. I don't know if I'd get really much more use out of that than the whip, though, right? I don't think that fills a niche. Are there any halberds that have thrust? I didn't check the strong attack with this, I just assumed not. Old knight halberd, this looks like a great axe. The heck? Weird. Yeah, none of them have the poke like in Dark Souls 1. Unfortunately. It's kind of nice. It's not great though either, is it? Kind of plain. That's nice. Yeah, the runnings with it is very nice. What's one-handed? You know, it's not bad. The moveset's not bad at all. It has much less range. I don't like that. Can't use any of those. I didn't love the claw. I don't feel like it really feels like... You know, it doesn't like have the feel of a claw. Like that kind of does. That over the head kind of is like... Yeah, it kind of feels like... It's also just kind of weird to have the... I guess you could dual wield, but I have to use the hook and the claw, which I could do. Or try dual wielding at work. I don't know how to dual wield. Because when I do left bar, sorry, this is right bumper, like for standard attack, it's just the right weapon. Right weapon, but strong attacks, right, on right trigger. Oh, is that by default? It has the lunge? I thought I was doing that. Interesting, that's just default with the weapon. What's the jumping attack then? Okay, same thing. And then this is the left trigger. That's just attacking with the left attack, and then here's the left trigger. But how do you dual wield? I don't get it. I need 40 strength for that. I don't know what other weapon I would use. I can use this as a greatsword. It's the only greatsword I can use. Is that true? The Royal Greatsword. Or Flamberge. Looks okay. I actually kind of like the riveting on it. I do not like that one. And kind of a basic knight greatsword. That's a greatsword? Oh, it's a straight sword, okay. Kind of weird how you hold it though, isn't it? one's kind of weird how you hold it. But I could do this one. The flamberge, I could give it fire too. Call it like the dragon tail or something like that. Maybe. I could do something like that, I think. I don't know if I like the scimitars in this game. Okay. It's just a lot less range, so I'd have to really make up for it with something. Just don't see it making up for it with anything else, though. Wow, that actually uses a ton of stamina. But this thing, it looks really cool. And one-handed, what does it do? Oh, you have a stab one-handed. You can't do that. Can't one-hand, two-hand combo. That seems really good. Because this thing has such huge range, right? And then the only other one I have is Black Steel, which is much shorter, which is a much shorter katana. Wait, I can't use this effectively? Oh, interesting. It would need 5 more decks versus the washing pole. That doesn't make any sense. The washing pole's way longer. I feel like that's so slow. This might not even be good. It does step you forward though. If you like, look where my feet are on this rock. It does have the poke after. I don't see the benefit to it. Is it more powerful? Well, I mean, it might show it differently because of my stats. I don't know. Maybe I do the washing pole. I mean, it'd pair really well with, like, me being able to throw fireballs, because then I could just poke. You know what else I actually thought about? I need to upgrade my focus, too. So... 3, 6. I actually need 9. So I need another 3, right? It's 3 per upgrade? Should do that now. Did she say what? I wanted to hear what she says when you, like, just walk away from her.
Oi, mind your manners.
slabs next, right? Do chunks here. I'm still gonna use the whip. I honestly get a lot of value out of it, I feel. I really do get a lot of value out of it. It's so... It gives me the range I need. I've used it on multiple NPC invaders. Like, I've gotten a lot of value out of this thing.
What?
Then these need slabs now, right? Perfect. And we have lots of slabs. I'm going to upgrade this. I'm going to do this instead of my focus. And then that'll bring it to +9. I don't know if I have enough souls for this. Alright, that's at +10. That's at +10. 3 more Titanite chunks, and then I could get it to +10 as well, the whip. I think I buy them. I don't know if I have enough souls, actually. Find out. I've gotten so much value out of it. It's not even that good compared to, like, Bloodborne or Elden Ring's, like whippish weapons. And they're not all whips, but, you know, like, poke weapons. Not really pokey, you know what I mean. But yeah, I have, like, nothing. What enemies would drop Titanite chunks? I can see the enemy, where was it? That enemy in the water dropping a chunk for where he was in the game. You know what I mean? He's like that, almost like stone enemy that has like 2 swords and a head on one side of his body and then the same on the other. 'Cause that guy's a tough enemy. I can really see that being a chunk enemy. Kind of annoying to get to, though. Nice tracking. Been a lot better if you weren't an NPC. I would have had more respect. The ult of this sword is kind of cool. Little like bead at the end. I want to see it up closer. I need to get... Yeah, it's nice looking. Alright, what am I fighting this thing with though? The gargoyle? I say gargoyles. Garlic halberd. Should have topped myself off with HP, because these guys will kill me if I'm not careful. Oh, right. This is another one of those enemies that just, like, attacks so frequently. It becomes, like, really hard to do anything more than, like, one attack. I have enough stamina to maybe get 2 off pretty frequently. 1, 2, nope, never mind. Like, it might be the biggest design weakness of this game now that I'm thinking about it. Is to have enemies that just, like, don't know when to stop attacking. Not just, like, take a break from attacking, because they have, like, little pauses where you can get a hit, but then they immediately go into, like, another 2-3 string combo. What do you know? What do you know? That was one of three. I forgot to send the elevator up. I feel like I should fight him with the whip, since that's what I'm trying to upgrade. It doesn't really matter. I could just chuck fireballs at him and blow him to bits, right? One, two, jump up in the air. 273, that's good damage, right? Okay, 1, 2, delay, thrust forward with tracking. Two, stab forward with tracking, right? 1 and dash. Oh, I thought it was gonna dash. It was just another 3 hit. 1, 2, jump up in the air. 1, 2 overhead, nothing else. Good damage. It's fair damage. 1, 2. I don't actually know what that was. Slam the ground again. Poke forward with tracking. What that one is. I'm gonna back up in Estus. Just to make sure I get it off. Shouldn't have done the second one. 2, and thrust forward with tracking. It's a little bit faster than I thought. I was ready for it, but the speed of the attack was a little bit faster than I was expecting it to be. See why it took me so many times to kill that thing the first encounter. It didn't drop anything. Darn it. Okay. Next time we just blast it with pyromancy. Curious as to if we can face tank it with Iron Flesh. Whoops. Something that's kind of interesting about this game, and to a degree, Bloodborne, but not nearly as much as this game in Dark Souls 1, is there's just like a lot of secrets, right? Some of them are really well kept and things like that. Like, how do I get like the Moonlight Greatsword in this game? Like, I have no idea. I don't remember what happened to that NPC even. Maybe that's why, because I don't know what happened to the NPC. Alright, let's try this. If it's really bad, it's really bad. It's still staggering me. I don't see the point of this. I am super resilient. Sort of phase tanking it. It wore off. Well, I mean, it was pretty quick to kill him that way, right? I don't know where any of these other enemies are. What else would drop a chunk? I can't even think. Like, what would drop a chunk? Yeah, I think Iron Flesh, Poison Mist, and then just go for Grand Fireballs. After that, after he's poisoned. And then I just swing two-hand my Fire Longsword and just kill him the rest of the way. Still doing a lot of damage. It's weird that he reset there. Still nothing. I must have got lucky with the first one, right? I must have just got lucky with the first one. Forgot to rest again. I keep doing that. I'm gonna kill this enemy too many times, it's gonna stop spawning. I could also just put Emit Force and Shazka on here, and that would probably also do well. I could just kite it away kite around from it and then just hit it with ranged. But if I'm just meleeing the crap out of it with this, I haven't even tried just popping Iron Flesh, going for poison, and then just meleeing. Not worrying about the fireballs, I could try that. Go for it. Need stamina. I'm just getting CC'd so much. Here, let me back up. Mary said it. I just get CC'd so much. I know you guys like can't really see because I'm in a wall basically, but like I'm just like perma CC'd by this thing when I'm in Iron Flesh because you can't move out of the way, right? It's actually a lot worse than it looks. Okay, that I was far reaching. My timing was a bit off. Okay, going for some sword attacks here. Go for a jumping. Still nothing. Guys, I don't know where else to get chunks from. Guess I could just get so many souls. Just purchase the other two. Man, I'm lucky that the fire longsword is so good. Just in general, that long swords are good, right? That was one-handed. That's okay, though. We're gonna shoot a fireball at him. So I moved a lot farther forward than I expected. One, two, jump. Shoot. I never even did try to light the torch on the other side. Because I could light the torch here. Like, why not? At least I'd be able to see more in the room. There are those enemies in the swamp, or in the poison swampish area. Those enemies are kind of tough. Maybe they drop shards. There's also that dual sickle enemy on that one bridge. I didn't rest. Only warped, I didn't rest. I don't have all my stuff. Okay. With that, after this attack, I'm gonna Estus. Almost never ready for the tracking to be that good on this hit right here. The tracking's just nuts. So let's try the enemy with the sickle on the bridge. Bridge approach. Probably not. That guy was pretty squishy even compared to that other enemy that was in a much earlier zone. Yeah, probably not. I'm not saying like definitively no, but like the chances aren't great, right? Okay, this area, I think either one of these could work. Where you've got like a lot of the poison with like a lot of tougher enemies. No item. Also no item. Okay, they're up really high, right? Night Shard. I do think that these enemies have a chance of dropping it. There's also that area that has like 20 enemies in it. Can I bait them? I don't know, but there's a bigger guy up here too. Go for poison. my gosh, the cast time. They're immune to poison. What am I doing? Knew that. Yeah. It's possible. Still not as strong as that one enemy I was fighting, though. Well, we both hit the side of the cliff with our spell. They're dropping nothing. Maybe you can't get it from these guys. I don't know. How much total do I need? Just buy them. I'm at 30 right now. I feel like that's probably enough, right? What are some other really tough enemies I'm not thinking about? The armadillo enemies? Would they drop Titanite? Large Titanite shards, or whatever they're called? These enemies are kind of tough, maybe. Nope. Or I just got unlucky. I could have just got unlucky, right? Let's see how many I can get with it, with this mini. It's kind of frustrating that I don't know where to get them, but what are you gonna do? I just don't know which enemies to kill, right? I mean, I've played the game quite a bit, and I'm missing like the mid-tier. That's probably also because like I farmed that one high-tier area and got a whole bunch of them. I went to the wrong one again. 30k is like nothing to scoff at, though.
You've been long away. Well,
Here we go.
oi!
I'll be around if you...
It's at +10 as well. I think I need to test it out on something. The night enemies here, maybe? I could go to my testing room. Is it here? It's the other room next to it. It might have been the other bonfire. I should have read the description instead of just looking at the pic. It's not here. I don't know if this is it either. No. It has to be this one. There's no other choice, right? There's just no other bonfires. That'd be it. Alright, see how it does. Because we know these two shot if we get Tipper. 902. Oh wow, that's really strong now. Try the fire along sword. That was one of them that blocks. You guys are resistant to fire. That's what's going on here. Okay, so I can't really test that here. Yeah, this thing is monstrous now as a +10. Let's try out the whip. Right, one-handed. Solid, strong attack damage. Still one-handed, weak attack. Fair. Completely fair. A little on the weak side for the strong attack, but it does have that reach. Still really good though. When it does get the hit stun in it as well. Yeah, they like run up to you and then they just hit you. The one has some serious combo game. I actually kind of want to fight him again. The spear one. I wish I could fight the big enemies again, but they stop spawning because I'm not part of that covenant that makes them stop spawning. Or stop, sorry, that makes their spawns endless. Can't really see it super well. I think that's part of my problem. I can't like see its animation super well. Okay. Be nice to get him over to the fire. Yeah, because I didn't see that. I saw him like move up. That was about it. Very hard to see the animations. Do any of these come to life that just have a spear? Oh, these do. Okay, that's what I'll do. Okay. I'll Dark Halberd most of those just to get them out of the way. No, I can like two-shot with that. Actually kind of crazy how resistant these guys are like fire. It's hitting pretty hard. Maybe they're resistant to thrust damage? Yeah, because that got up to 8 really fast. This one's real. I don't know. That one also is a lot of damage. Okay, so this one. Yeah, and then if you could put hit stun on enemies, yeah, you just take them out really fast. The shields make it much trickier, though. I am sort of hit stunning them. It's pretty strong. Alright, well, I think that puts us in a really good spot for for tomorrow. I don't think I can get a level. No, I'm only at 24k. Alright, well, I got a new style that I actually like quite a bit. Combustion's like worth it because the stamina cost, not really anything else. I think just going for utility is better. Honestly, utility and then some nukes. Still not a fan of the magic system in this game, but I don't know. I like how my characters turned out. Faith is better in this game. I can use multiple different weapons. Fire longsword is proven super useful through the whole game. Honestly, dark halberd too, and now the lightning whip. Like I just feel like I have all situations covered, plus a little bit of pyromancy and like faith magic every now and then. Anyways, that is where I'm calling it today, guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm Wild, and I'll catch you in the next one.